Alright YouTube, in this video we are going to see how to filter a column from a table just by clicking on a link or by a button. So if you see, we have a table which has first name, last name, email and action, and in the action, let me make it, you can give anything, you can make it as a result. So in the result you will see failed and the passed. So what simply it is saying that let me consider this as a student. This student have failed and some student have passed. So if you want to filter, if you would like to filter only the failed list, like here only the failed, so if you click here you will get the failed. The same way, if you click on the passed, you will get the list of passed, which will be filtered from the table. So among all the previous video we have seen how to search on a text box, and that text box value will be filtered in the table. But in this video we are seeing, if I click on a link or a button, the filter text which is failed will be displayed on the table. So let's get into it. Let me show you the source code. I have left the source code in the description to follow along. So before doing that, in case if you are more interested in JavaScript UI videos, I have the list of UI development series, which consists of almost 80 videos, 80 JavaScript UI videos. So each of them has source code in it. So let check it as well. That's what I want to say. Now let's get into the code. So if it's a basic HTML template which you need to know this class. So this class is responsible for hiding all the table data which is not matched. Fine, this is a bootstrap template. I have added a CDN, and don't forget this class. And now we have a table. That table I have identified with the ID table filter. Fine, if you go a bit down, we have a T head, and as I said, I'm going to make it result. And then we have TD or T table body. So these table body have some set of table rows. So if you notice, the fourth column is what we are going to focus on. The fourth column is really important, so that this is the thing where we will be filtering. Fine, now after that we have two buttons. We have two links, you can say that. These links has JavaScript :void. What it does is, usually when you click on a link, the hash will be appended here. So if you don't want the hash to be appended, so if I click here, you see the hash is there. If you don't want the hash, you would be adding JavaScript :void. Fine. Now to identify these two links, I have given the ID. The first one is fail list and the second one is passed list. Please note, this two ID is going to play a huge role in JavaScript. Now let's focus on the failed list first. So if you see the ID, I'm getting the ID document.getElementById, and I'm adding an addEventListener, which is click, so that when I click on it, let me comment it and show you, so that when I click on it, I should know that I have clicked on this anchor tag with text failed. So if I say alert, you clicked, don't forget to ignore the mistakes, spelling mistakes. It would happen. So if I click on failed, it should say you clicked. So that means I'm knowing that I'm with the help of JavaScript, I can know that I have clicked on this button. So once I click on it, I am getting the table, as I said, which I have already defined with ID. I'm getting the table in this variable. So if I console and log it, I should get, once I click on the failed link, I should get the table element on the console. So this is the console. If I click on let me click here, you clicked, and on the you see there is a message here. So I think I have not refreshed because I have already removed the alert. click here, and if you see, you are getting the whole table. This whole table, t head also you are getting, the t table body is also can be fetched with the help of this variable. So as you know, with the help of this variable is fetching the whole table, what I'm doing is I'm finding the table body inside it. So using querySelector, the querySelector will select only one, so it is t body. So inside table I'm finding the t body, and inside table t body I'm getting the table. So inside t body we have some set of rows. If you see here, these are the set of rows. So these rows could be multiple. So if I console and log it and show you, console.log, this would be multiple. So with the help of id we are just getting one table. So with the help of tr, so you will be getting a node list, or you can say HTML connection. There is no or, so it is HTML collection. So HTML collection is like a node list. We will get some list of table rows. So we are getting the list of table rows to access one by one. So to access one by one, what I'm doing is I'm running it into a for loop. So how we can access it? Let me show you. Console.log. To access them one by one, we would be passing the tr. As you know, the tr is simply the HTML collection, and with the help of HTML collection we are passing the index number, starting with 0, and it will end till the length of the HTML collection. So right now if you see, you're getting the node list. So if I refresh it and click here, you will get the individual. You see, this is because of the for loop, not because of this one, but because of the for loop. It is giving chance to every tr. So by giving chance to every tr, so inside tr I'm finding the td. So inside tr we would definitely have a td. So see, these are the collection of tds. So trs, inside tr we have some list of tds. So these tds, I'm just focusing on the third index. This is the 0th index, this is the first, and this is second, and this is the third index. So I'm focusing on the third index. If the third index innerText, which is either passed or failed, if it is equal to failed, the indexOf will simply check the string whether, if it is equal, it will return greater than 1. If it is not equal, it will return 0. It will not return 0, it will return -1. I'm repeating, if it does not match, it is going to return -1. So when it does not match, I want to add a class which is don't show row. If you see, if there is something which is not matched, that class is appended. That's what I meant to say. So if the class matches, then it will remove. So if you could not understand what I am saying, you can rewind the video and watch it. So fine, that's it. The same way I'm going to do it for the pass also. I'm going to get the table, and then inside the table we are going to get the HTML collection table row, and with the help of for loop we will be getting the individual table row. And once we get the individual table row, one by one table row, what we are going to do is we are going to check the table rows table data, which is the third index, which in our case it's our fourth column. The index starts with 0, that's why it is 3. And if it is matches, and if it does not matches, then we need to remove the class, and if it is matches, then we add the class. The same way, if I click here, that's what it has done. It is just showing I would not say it is showing, it has removed the class, which is this one, and it has added the class which does not match the third column. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening. For more such video, get into this channel, and you will get all the list of link in the description. So just to give you an example, if you search for filter, so you can filter the same thing. We are just clicking on button. So here what we will be doing is we will be inserting some text on the input field, and the inputted text will be filtered on the table. So not only that, we can filter on accordion, you can filter on select tag, and you can filter on table, you can filter the first column as like we are filtering it on the third column, so fourth column. The same way we can filter it on the first column. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.